Hello, everyone. My name is Zach Pescini. My PDGA number is 294725. Not gonna find much on there that you don't already know, except for the spelling of my last name. Essentially, I don't have any info on there, but Pittsfield, Massachusetts, where if you've been watching for a little bit, you know that that's where I'm from. I am pretty much an avid disc golf player. A little less right now because of the I don't know, we have about a foot or so of snow on the ground. I will start playing tournaments this year to get a rating, but right now I'm unrated. I'd probably guess I'm in the 750 range. Maybe shot a little bit higher than that on a couple of rounds. So I am the founder of Mandatory Disc Golf. And I started this because I went through a rough time. That's the short answer. Long answer, a little expansion on that is I was living out in Salt Lake City, Utah, and was married at the time. You can probably see where that's going. We had a 7-month-old and things weren't working out, so we ended up getting divorced. And because our family is back here in Massachusetts, we moved back here so it'd be easier. We would have the grandparents around to kind of help out with the kiddo. He is now 2.5. So after the move back, I was in a really rough mental state going through the divorce and dealing with a complete life switch. I got back into disc golf. I had played when I was living in San Diego from 2011 to about 2015. Mostly at Morley Field. That was my home course and first course I ever played, which, if you've been watching for a little bit, you've seen that. Ended up moving back here in 2015 into Massachusetts and kind of fell out of it. There weren't many courses in my area at the time, and so I probably played about 10 to 15 rounds in between 2015 and the beginning of 2024, which doesn't help. Doesn't make you any better. I don't exactly remember how I got back into it. I don't know if I found my disc going through my stuff or if it was my buddy who I played with in San Diego that also is from here and moved back. Ended up starting to play beginning of last year and absolutely fell in love with it again and started playing a couple of times a week. And it really saved me mentally, that and a lot of therapy. Towards the end of the year, I was starting to watch a lot of YouTube, saw all these YouTubers, and I'm like, that doesn't look too bad. I can do that. I'm out there anyway. And I kind of want to make disc golf my life and keep it a part of my life because it figuratively saved me from a very rough mental state. And the community is absolutely wonderful. All of you are wonderful. It is super, super fantastic. So I don't plan on leaving this community again, and I want to do everything I can to help this sport grow and just flourish. Goals for mandatory disc golf, there are many. We'll stick with the short-term ones. One is to launch the online store, which is coming up very soon. And as you can see, I just got my first shipment in. We got some Stokely and Ching discs and some Prodigy here, which I'm super excited about. I have quite a few Discraft already and more along the way, along with MVP Axiom Streamline, and I have some like Clash, and I don't know if it's Yakun or Yaikun or Yaiken. I'm not sure how to say that one, and Meridian as well. So trying out a bunch of different brands, launching the online store, getting that going. Also want to expand the YouTube channel, and most of all, find someone to YouTube with. You've seen some of my friends on here, and they don't necessarily want to be YouTubers and be on the camera. They're a little camera shy. So one of my goals is to find somebody that wants to do content, or somebody's. I am definitely open. And That way we can get some more interesting rounds and some more games going and just have a lot more fun on the video. Kind of like I do when I'm just playing casual rounds, not on video. So that is a huge, huge goal. Another goal is definitely to stay with someone that is a beginner because I realize the sport is mostly about bringing beginners in to grow this. In order to help beginners out, I believe we need a beginner. So right now that is me. And as I grow, then I will need to bring in somebody that is either just starting out or I don't know, maybe is in that 650 to 750 rated range. So that way we can always have that skill set in here so you can see the difference between a beginner versus hopefully intermediate during this year to advanced and maybe eventually pro. We'll get those on here, but right now at 107 subscribers or whatever I'm at, I don't think I'm going to be getting any pros anytime soon. So YouTuber is a huge goal and launching the online store. I am also working on getting a partnership with some local courses or local businesses that want to open up a disc golf shop and course, because course development is something that I really want to do, especially in my area. There are two courses at the moment. One is at a ski resort, so it is very up and down, and it it's a fun course, but it takes a lot of time and energy going up and down the hills, so it's not for everyone, of course. And the other course is a small 9-holer curve and park that I did the Gyropalooza round on. So expanding the course selection in my area would be huge. Within an hour drive, there are so many courses, so there are a lot of disc golfers around, and I just want to bring them to this area too. The online store I should have going here by the end of February. Just for all of you out there that are watching now and have supported me already, please send me an email if you have any interest in buying from the online store. In the email subject, put store opening 2025 here by the end of February 2025 at 11:59:59, and just send me your name and I will get you a one-time promo code for when the store actually opens. If you don't want to buy discs from me and you buy them somewhere else, absolutely fine. I completely understand. I am doing this for the long term, so any help is appreciated, but I understand if you already have your loyalty somewhere else. That is absolutely fine. Goals for the online store. One is, I know when purchasing my disc, I like to see the actual disc I'm getting, not just a stock photo. So I will be featuring the weights and a picture of each of the discs so you know exactly what color you're picking, what the weight is, and can estimate the flight, hopefully. Also, I would like to do like a frequent buyer program, so essentially the more you purchase, the bigger of a discount, permanent discount that you would receive. So to summarize, 2025 goals, short-term goals for mandatory disc golf are to bring in a YouTuber or YouTubers and help get better content for all of you, and also get the online store going and bring everybody what they would like as far as discs and accessories go. That way you can get what you need, and because we all lose discs, and get that to where it is self-sufficient and helping the beginner and amateur disc golf community. Short answer is yes. Of course, discs are going to be one of the main thing offered because that is what we all need to play. Technically, you don't really need anything else besides one disc. You can go out and play a course. So some other items, of course, that we don't necessarily need but are definitely helpful on the course would be bags, backpack style, the satchel style for short short rounds and just bringing out a couple of discs, or if you're a beginner maybe you only have like a starter set. Also rosin bags, which I'm also testing those out for y'all, so I can let you know what I think is best, but if you have recommendations please let me know. Also, cool things like this. This is a disc golf stand, which we have here. Easy to set your disc on, holds it pretty well unless you tip it forward like that, but also has a nice wall mount. So if you've seen in some of my videos, I have it in the back there. I'm getting more of them printed right now. They're 3D printed. But these disc golf stands are absolutely wonderful to display your special stuff, hang it on the wall, or just set it on the table like that. Also bringing into the store will be apparel. That'll be mandatory disc golf apparel, as well as other brands. Basically anything that disc golfers are going to need, but of course the main focus is disc because again, we lose them, they get beat in, some of them get beat in, and we just like to experiment and try new things as well. So for me this year, one of my main goals is to get better, of course. And the other part of that is to enter tournaments and get a rating and improve that rating to hopefully above 900. I don't necessarily know if that is achievable or reasonable, but that is my 100% goal. Lessons, practice, and tournament play. It is huge goal of mine to get better and make it so that I can hold my own in this sport on some of the harder courses. I competed in most, well, of course, some high school sports. After high school, it was bowling for me. I bowled quite a bit in leagues, did some tournaments, and that is a similar sport to disc golf. It is all on you for the most part. I mean, yeah, there are teams and whatnot, but essentially you have to be your best and bowl your best score. You have to hit your strikes and pick up your spares, um, and that is pretty much on you. Of course, team morale comes in too, which is the same or very similar with disc golf. You have to throw your shot, and make your putts. So I think that will help, but it has been a while since I have competed. And I am really looking forward to that. I will obviously start in our lowest levels, which is MA3, MA4, depending on what's offered, and eventually I would like to work my way up to the pro level and try to win some money. I think that would be fun. However, maybe by that time I might be an MP40. Just other personal goals outside of disc golf are to continue to improve my mind and body. Part of that started last year as well, going through that rough time and coming out of it. So I do stay in therapy and continue to do that, and I work out and I eat pretty healthy. I started a keto diet and lost about 40 pounds and started to tone up. I stretch every day and just try to keep my body going and in great shape so that way I can do the things that I love, which are spending time with my kid. He's 2.5-year-old son, and playing disc golf. Those are my big two things. So for the giveaways, I had to think about that because it is essentially a loss of money. It is all coming out of my pocket right now. I have not made any money, and I have given away somewhere around 15 discs and paid the shipping for it. That is all out of my pocket. And that took a lot of deliberation whether I was going to do it. But the main factor in that decision was a channel which I've mentioned here before, Asher Anders. I ended up winning this disc. I did a YouTube video on it, just thanking him. But essentially, this made me feel super awesome that he, for one, did this. And who doesn't like getting free stuff? So again, it is not profitable, but it is a way for me to give back. I mean, I have a lot of discs. I don't always do a new disc. I try to, but some of the stuff is used. And I mean, I don't give away like my beat up DX Skeeter or anything like that, unless y'all want that. It's pretty rough shape. But if you do, let me know. I can throw that into a giveaway for y'all. But essentially, I do know that some people will just be here for the giveaways, and that's absolutely fine. But another way is to thank all of you that are helping me out and subscribing. I, I like the idea of free stuff, and I think most people do. But again, thank you all so much, because the more subscribers we get, the more people that are watching, the easier it is for me to do this. I guess another goal for the YouTube channel this year would be to get it to that 1,000 subscribers, because at that 1,000 subscriber level, essentially the YouTube channel would fund the giveaways. But I do want to keep the giveaways going, and again, that is a way to thank all of you. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I have a lot. This comes from playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I thought it would be a cool way to just choose a winner for the videos, because I have so many. I have the ability to go up to 100. This one's a little bit hard to see, so using this on the videos is kind of hard for y'all, because to get a view of it is rough, and sometimes it gets caught on these little nubs in here. I have a lot of them. Got more in here. These are specific to some of my D&D characters. I have 2 D&D characters that I use these for. I have a larger 20-sided die that I got for being a dungeon master and hosting my own world, and of course the 100. But usually, typically for the 100 rolls, I use these right here. It's got the 10s and then the single digits. That is easier for you all to see. We got that. We got the 20-sided dies, smaller. There's 8s. You've seen me roll the 12s. Of course, the 6s. I mean, hopefully, I'll just need to start rolling 100 soon. That would be really cool. But overall, the dice are because I'm a nerd playing D&D. Easy answer to this question. I just asked y'all what your disc would be if you went out and had one choice of disc to putt and play with for one round. The winner was the Hex So Far, which is very similar to my disco choice, the Buzz. This is, I been looking on it. I can't find a date. They didn't put the date on it, but I got this. This was one of my first discs, so probably a 2010 or 2011 run. I don't know if y'all can tell me if you know what run this is. I have gone out and played just around with this, putting and everything, and one of my goals with this buzz is to retire it with an ace, and try out a new buzz, or maybe the hex. So my putter of choice, going with the long answer, I started in 2011 using the Judge. If you hopefully you can tell from the video, this is beat up. There are gouges in it. It has been thrown a lot. Now it is just my throwing putter, which actually I really don't even throw it anymore. I use other discs. It has become super unstable and a little bit unpredictable, especially at higher speeds. Well, higher speeds for me. Then towards the end of, I don't know if it was 2014 or 15, MVP started getting a little bit bigger, and I found this, the plasma ion in the copper. And it is very similar numbers to the Judge, but has a little shallower feel. And I started putting with this. It grabbed the chains more. I was getting a lot of spit outs with that Judge and the classic plastic. And I saw this rubber rim and I was like, oh, that's got to be great for grabbing the chains. And it grabs the chains a lot better than that Judge for sure. Of course, it's still on me. But yeah, I started with the plasma ion. Now, last year, I did start putting with that still, but they don't make the plasma ion anymore. So I tried out the Electron Soft, and now that I've tried this thing is just absolutely wonderful. I like the bead. Of course, that's why I have the Judge and not the Warden, or started with that and went to the ion. It just fits my finger really well. It doesn't dig in like the non-beaded putters. But yeah, my absolute favorite, my go-to putter. I do not like the feel for like the fan grip. It's okay, but like my fingers get caught in it a little bit. So I strictly only use this for putts and my putter grip, which is right here. I realized from the title of my video that maybe we'll be getting some people watching that are not disc golfers. Disc golf, for all of you who are not familiar with it, have probably heard of golf, or ball golf, as I like to call it now, and Tiger Woods and the PGA Tour and all of that. So essentially disc golf is the same thing, just played with a frisbee and shot into a metal basket. And it's very similar rules. You throw your first shot, go to that spot, stand there, throw the second shot, hopefully just a second shot on those par threes. But overall, similar rules. And again, for those of you who are new to the channel or new to disc golf, I give away a disc on all of my videos, so that way I have a way of giving back and thanking the disc golf community, because it did save me, as I mentioned before. It is wonderful. You are all wonderful. I cannot stress that enough. So for this giveaway, we are going to give away one of my favorite discs, a brand new Buzz. It is a little bit lighter, 175/76. I throw more of a max weight. I think mine's 180. But this is a wonderful beginner disc. Or if you do want my beat up Skeeter that I mentioned earlier, I brought that out to show y'all. You let me know, but I doubt anybody wants that thing. But this is a wonderful beginner disc if you're just getting into it, or it is a great disc for pretty much anybody. Maybe not the pros who have super high arm speed. It probably turns over and maybe into a roller for them. Again, I don't have that 80-mile-an-hour arm speed, so I really don't know. What I would like to have you comment down below is if you do have any questions for me about anything I've talked about, or just anything I didn't think of mentioning in this video, please comment a question down below. If you don't have a question for me and you just want to get in with the free, or get in for a chance to win the free disc, comment Discraft Buzz. And that is 1, 2, 3 Z's. Make sure you have 3 Z's in there. So any questions for me, please ask, and I will answer them, whether it be on another Q&A video, or maybe we'll do a live stream. Let me know if you all want me to do a live stream or not. Also, one thing I'm very excited about is the release and debut of our logo. And again, please, if you are interested, send me an email, store opening 2025, and I will get you a special promo code for the opening of the store. Thank you again. You all are so wonderful, and I cannot express that enough. The disc golf community is so wonderful, and I will not leave this community again, and I hope we can make this sport flourish and maybe become as big as the PGA. And now for the 100 subscriber giveaway, where we're giving away 2 discs. So choice of discs are this spider disc, which somebody mentioned is a recluse. I researched it, seems to be correct. The Tursus and the Katana. There were 20 of you that commented on the last video for your favorite disc for a 1-disc round challenge. So we will roll the 20-sided dice. The pink one will be winner number 1, brown number 2. Let's see who the winners are. All right, winner number 1 is 8. Winner number 2, 11. Congratulations, y'all. So number 1, send me your disc of choice, and number 2, send me 2 choices. If your first one's taken, I'll get you the second one. Email me, zack@mandatorydiscgolf.com. Thank you all for watching. See you again soon. Peace out.